Cancer. Let's do a love reading for you and your person. I have two tarot decks here. I have the Starseed Oracle deck. I think it's called Work Your Light Oracle. And then I have the Alice Oracle deck here too. We're going to do a 4-layered spread just to see what energies come out between you and your person to try to get as much information as we can. So we have the 6 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, the Sun, 8 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, the Star, 2 of Cups, Knight of Cups, Ace of Swords, Justice. Underneath we have the World. So then from this deck, we'll get a few of these to add to the layer. So there's the Initiation, Imrama, You're Already Doing It, Boundaries, Inner Temple, Play. Underneath this deck we have No. Then from the Alice deck we'll get 6 of these. We have Such a Curious Dream, Mortality, Painting the Roses Red, Law is Not Justice, Growing Up, Follow the White Rabbit. Underneath this deck we have Changed in the Night. And then finally we'll get 2 of these tarot cards and we're really going to get into it. The Ace of Wands fell out, so we'll take that. So there's the 5 of Pentacles, and underneath this deck is the 8 of Pentacles. All right, so let's see what's going on between you and your person, Cancer. So let's start with the energy that exists between the two of you. So we have the Knight of Cups, we have Inner Temple, Growing Up, and the 5 of Pentacles. So this tells me that you probably already have some history with this person. The romance is not dead because we see the Knight of Cups here. So I do feel that you both are still have a lot of love. You both still feel very drawn to each other. You feel romantic and loving feelings. With this Inner Temple, I do think that you have a strong devotion to this person. Your heart chakras appear to be open to each other. But yet this 5 of Pentacles and Growing Up tells me that you're going through a period of change, that you're being squeezed in some way. This relationship is perhaps being challenged in some way. You both may feel like you can't quite reach each other's energy. And so it feels to me like you both are feeling like you're on the outside of things. So you may have taken a break. Not necessarily, but it does feel to me like you're having a hard time connecting right now. But I think this relationship was meant to grow, and that it feels like one or both of you is perhaps rejecting an old way that this relationship used to be. And it's time for the relationship to evolve. It's time to grow. And I think you're both feeling that squeeze right now. We're going to try to get more information, but I know that there's love here. I know you're devoted. But I also can see that this relationship is meant to change and evolve and grow. And that's a good thing, but sometimes it doesn't feel like a good thing. So in your person's feelings, we have the Star and we have Boundaries. So your person may be feeling like they're healing from something, and they may be just learning about boundaries and how to set them. They could be setting some boundaries with you. They could be learning how to set boundaries with their past or other experiences that may have been not healthy for them. But I do really get the sense with this Star card that they can feel that they are changing. They feel that they are growing. So whatever this is that your relationship is meant to change and grow through, they can feel that. But they're optimistic about it with the Star, that they're saying, okay, now that I know how to approach this situation, now that I know what I'm meant to do in this situation, they can feel that. They know that they are growing. So the actions that they're going to take towards you is the 2 of Cups and this number 30 card that says Law is Not Justice. So they're definitely feeling like something has not been fair. And I think that they are realizing that they have not been fair to you. And they're coming forward with this Two of Cups energy to try to make things right between the two of you. So, for example, with this boundaries card and the healing card in their feelings, if perhaps they were putting other people before you, or they were having trouble cutting out their ex, or whatever this is, please make that part make sense for you. I think they understand now where they went wrong, and they want to come towards you and make this right. And they want to set these boundaries. They're feeling optimistic about things, and they do really want to approach you, balance things, make things right. Law is not justice in the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is a very balanced energy, and I do think that when this justice was unbalanced, they really want to bring in the justice, the balance in the situation. So in your feelings, you have justice, which is what we were just talking about, and play. So you're feeling like things are starting to balance out. You can feel that this person's approach to you is different than before, that perhaps they are setting those boundaries. They're acknowledging what they did wrong. They're trying to make this more lighthearted for you. And I think that that's helping. Now that the situation feels balanced, now that the situation feels fair, you two can have more fun together. You don't have to be so serious about things if you're not worried if this person is being perhaps crossing boundaries, or perhaps still talking to an ex, or make that part make sense to you. Whatever it was that they needed to draw a boundary that they're beginning to do now, it's making the entire relationship feel more lighthearted. So your actions are the Ace of Swords and follow the White Rabbit. So you understand that this person is your truth, and that you're not going to allow this opportunity to slip through your fingers. So you are going to follow this person and their lead in this situation. You're saying, okay, I understand that they are setting these boundaries. They're doing it because they're devoted to me. I want to see the truth in this, and I don't want to lose this opportunity with this person, because this could be my person. And I think that you are willing to take those steps towards your person. We see follow the White Rabbit. So your person had to come forward first with the justice, with the balance, with the love, whatever it is that they brought to you. And then you are taking their lead and saying, okay, fine. If you say you're going to draw these boundaries, then I'm willing to see what you have to offer me, what you can bring to me. So they see you as the Six of Pentacles and such a curious dream. So they see you as a very balanced and giving person. And again, I think with this law is not justice, they're realizing that they were not giving in the same way that you were, but it's dawning on them now. And with this such a curious dream, they see you as very grounded. They see you as their home. They see you as being based in reality. And it's just dawning on them just how you change their perception of everything. If they were once just a dreamer and just a romantic, and I'm not saying those are bad things, those are good things, those are essential things, but they really needed to ground that into something, and they're really thinking and seeing that that's you. And they want to give to you as much as you have given to the situation. They see that now. So you see them as the Eight of Wands and painting the roses red. So you see them as trying to fix all the mistakes that they made. You see them as fixing their mistakes, and that they want to go the distance with you. So you're seeing this in the same way that the cards are telling me. Your person really wants to fix this, come forward in the right way, and you're seeing them that way. So I feel like both of you are really reading the room correctly in the way that you look at each other. Your person's intentions are the Six of Swords and the initiation. Your person wants to escape whatever this situation was that they were in the past, whatever they had to draw the boundaries against, and really really cross this threshold to you. They're escaping this dark situation here. They're entering this threshold here. They're crossing the threshold. And look at the difference between this dark world and this really bright and beautiful world that's right through that threshold. They're coming towards you, and that is their intention, to come towards you. Your intentions are the Queen of Pentacles, which we said you're very grounded, and your person can see that, and you're already doing it. So you don't want to overthink this. You want to just take this person at their word. You're saying, okay, fine. You're setting boundaries. I'm seeing a difference. This feels more lighthearted. So I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to ground this energy. I'm going to keep going forward with this. We're going to just keep doing ourselves. We're going to keep doing this relationship because I feel grounded. And until your person shows you something else that perhaps you can't trust, then maybe you can make a new decision. But right now it feels like you understand that this person is really making some serious changes. I can see with the world underneath that the two of you have completed a cycle. I can see that there's a little bit of resistance. There's a pause going on here. I think that with this Eight of Pentacles, you've made yourself busy in other ways. But I do think that you both have changed. And we saw that at the very beginning, that this relationship is going through some massive growing pains right now, that you both feel this squeeze, but it's going to be all worth it, is really what these cards are saying. The changes that you've undergone that kept you apart are now the changes, the exact same thing that's going to bring you back together because you both did the work. So was there a pause in the relationship? It definitely looks like it, but your person wants to bring you the justice that you deserve. And so I think the things that keep you together, this is so beautiful because we have the Sun, we have the Ace of Wands, we have Imrama, which is you're being called to each other. This is clearly a very spiritual relationship, one that makes you extremely happy with the Sun and optimistic. This optimism, this magnetic attraction you have towards each other. You're being called towards each other. You're very passionate. You know this is your person. This mortality card here, it says, life is brief, bright, beautiful, and yours to live. So this is just all the same thing, that this is your person. Your person knows that you are their person. They are now coming around. They're growing. Those growing pains that you went through, I think you've gone now through the worst of it, and you can really just now have fun with your person, do the things that you're being called to do with this person. This is a really beautiful reading, Cancer. Will you please let me know how this was resonant for you? Consider subscribing to the channel if you like my vibe, and we will do this again sometime. Thanks, everybody. Bye.